I'm Havana Meltdown, and I will be navigating you through this next educational segment of the evening. Now, if you're like me, you've been using your social media in the last couple of weeks to uplift Black voices, to share petitions, as well as to understand the racist events and experiences that people in Scotland, as well as elsewhere in the world, are victim to. Now, what we need to do is we need to continue that momentum. We need to continue sharing, signing, donating. But what we also need to do is we need to speak to the people in our immediate circles as well. Now, if you're a white person living in Scotland, it's likely that all the other people in your immediate circle are white people living in Scotland. What you need to do is you need to have some difficult conversations. There may be people in your life who continue to support racist businesses or who maybe don't understand the full extent of their racist jokes. They maybe use words they shouldn't do for things like food or corner shops. This is behaviour that we need to challenge. It's not just challenging behaviour that we need to challenge. It's also we need to engage with the people around us. How are your parents watching the news? Do they understand what's happening with Black Lives Matter and the movement that's come from it? Do they understand the extent of the protest? Do they understand that American police forces have basically declared war on Black people? Do they see the extent of the damage that's being done? Now, a lot of people won't like the protests in the US at the moment because of the looting and the property damage that are happening. Are these people seeing the videos of what is going on at these protests? People who have been tear gassed, children who have been tear gassed, the amount of weaponry that is being used against human beings who have nothing else to fight back with. This is the conversation that we need to have. You can't just jump in straight into your kitchen to your parents and say defund the police, because they'll never understand why that's important. If we look at the systematic abuse of the system that there has been by white people for many, 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 many years, then it can be much easier to have conversations about defund the police, put more money into social care, put more money into the community and less into policing. Are they ready to have conversations about statues up in cities? Are they ready to have conversations? You need to initiate this with people. You need to check their understanding. You need to give them resources, give them many resources. There is no one Black experience. There are many, many experiences that many Black people have, and we should really, really educate ourselves on them. Can you share these resources with people? Please do. It's important that we get people on a level of understanding where Black Lives Matters might seem like a faraway problem to a lot of people here. However, the murder of George Floyd has ignited a movement, and it's a movement that needs to continue to have momentum. And if we speak to the people around us, and if we speak to the people who have influence around themselves, other people, employers, and all the people who can actually make structural change, then we need to do that. Your difficult conversation can be with anyone. It can be with a friend, it can be with a family member, it can maybe be your partner, it might even be with your MSP, but we need to have these conversations. If your life has gone back to the way it was 3 weeks ago, then it's not right. You're not doing the correct thing. Use your platforms, not just your social media platforms. Speak to the people around you. Come with understanding, come with care. Recognize that it's a journey, and the first time you have the conversation, you might not have the ending that you want, it might not have the outcome that you want. But when we continue, when we use facts, when we use resources, this will promote change. Keep going and keep trying. This is something that if we all work on it, we can all work together. We need to take this burden off Black people. Black people are tired from having to do this for so long. It's the very least we can do. But thank you so much for listening.